Every person in this organization, every one of Jehovah's Witnesses, including the governing body, we're all imperfect, and thus we're subject to making mistakes, which means that if you look hard enough, all you will see, instead of seeing these amazing things that Jehovah is accomplishing and our tremendous privilege of being part of it, all we're going to see is the errors of men. But when we focus on the good, on the guidance and loving support that we've received, aren't we moved with appreciation to cleave to this body of fellow worshipers? And just look at what Jehovah is accomplishing by means of his imperfect servants. There is no other organization on earth providing spiritual food like the one that we belong to. When we look at all of this, how could we possibly let the failings of just a few people undermine this overwhelming proof of Jehovah's backing?
There have been times when members or leaders in the church have simply made mistakes. There may have been things said or done that were not in harmony with our values, principles, or doctrine. It is unfortunate that some have stumbled because of mistakes made by men. But in spite of this, the eternal truth of the restored gospel found in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is not tarnished, diminished, or destroyed.
To those of faith who, looking through the colored glasses of the 21st century, honestly question events or statements of the prophet Joseph from nearly 200 years ago, may I share some friendly advice? For now, give Brother Joseph a break.
I know that Joseph Smith, who acknowledged that he wasn't perfect, was nevertheless the chosen instrument in God's hand to restore the everlasting gospel to the earth. And what we have seen and heard is that a notable miracle hath been done in the lives of millions of members of this church.
True prophets have made and do make mistakes because they are human. However, God always leads his people in his own chosen way. Ellen White did make simple human mistakes, just like we make mistakes. But when she went into vision and when she wrote out this counsel and these explanations for us, it can be counted and considered as a direct communication, instruction, commandment from God.
Know that only God has the right to correct his messengers. We don't correct messengers, God can. And so to show that messengers themselves, it's not like they're beyond scrutiny. They can even be scrutinized, but the only one who can scrutinize them would be God himself. But before God, they are still servants and slaves. So that hierarchy is established in Revelation. That we never confuse them with, God the God of perfection himself.
So to sum it up, when we focus on the faults of others, it breeds a critical spirit, which can ultimately lead to disloyalty. But when we focus on good in others and in Jehovah's organization, it breeds appreciation for all that's been done, which leads to loyalty to our God and the body of worshipers that he's using today.